All have to come in video mode. Ashwin Jerli, Rohin, Rehan Jakkannaur. Yes, Rohin.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Come in video mode.
Yes, sir.
Rohin.
Yes, sir.
In yesterday class, I explained on the objectives, policies, and technique. Please explain to the class.
This, yes, sir. Sir, pay model compensation. Wait a second, sir. Sir, the pay model is an important, sir, for every industries or corporation to develop their compensation model, sir.
Okay.
Based on the three components, as you said, policies, techniques, and objective, this pay model is made for the organization.
Okay.
Strategy pay policy, sir. They have the internal
No. Discuss
strategy
first
pay
on
policy. Yes, sir.
objectives. Take this pay model compensation in
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
efficiency, fairness, and compliance I mentioned. What is the meaning of these three?
Yes, sir.
Okay, explain first, then go to policies. Okay, how you are going to align that competitiveness, control,
Yes,
and
sir.
management, and explain each technique how you are going to implement your organization.
Yes, sir. So in objective, we have efficiency, fairness, and compliance, sir. In efficiency, sir, the objective includes measuring the output of a particular business process or procedure, sir, of the organization.
Okay.
Then modifying the procedures, sir, to increase the output, increase the efficiency, or to increase the effectiveness of the procedures, process of this efficiency.
Okay.
Then it also involves the customers and the stakeholders, minimizing the labor cost so that it can be easy for the organization and productivity to be increased for this.
Okay.
Okay, this is about the efficiency, sir. Sir, next is about the fairness. Fairness, we can basically say it is the application of general principle of justice, sir, to correct or supplement the law for the fairness of the organization, so that there should be not any illegal activities to be taken in the organization. Everyone should be treated equally.
Okay.
And this management should try to create environment of the fairness and healthy competition among the employees, so that the employees should get involved in an organization with a fairness environment.
Okay.
And it should be understood by every employee, we can say that easily understood by the human resource specialists, operating managements, and employees. And it should be this fairness should be mandatory, and appropriate supervision, sir, should be provided all the time. Even the compensation should be in the fairness form, so that the position which we are the position in which we are staying in the organization, with the position and the work what we provide to the organization, based on that fairness compensation we should receive, sir.
True.
Then input and outputs and the judgment should be made fairlessly, sir. Comparing the input and output of a referent other, so that equally should be treated in an organization.
Correct.
Sir, this is about the fairness. Then it is of compliance, sir. Sir, the inputs. This as I said, sir, in fairness we have input and output, sir. Like that, fairness should be given. Input includes the quality of the job performance, length of a services, education, experience, amount of the responsibility, and the productivity of the employee which it is providing to the organization. As I said, the output, based on the input of the employees, the output should be created in an organization. How the knowledge the employee has, the same knowledge the output that employee should give that to the organization.
Correct.
So then last is compliance. this complies like emphasizing on the obedience to the state compensation.
Hmm.
Laws and regulation compliance includes laws and regulation pertaining to them. It is taken care in the it includes law and regulations, and it has same law and regulation to be followed by the employees, and the
Hmm.
pay system and structure also need to be changed as per the time changes. For
Okay.
an example, sir, now you can see that many bigger companies, Tata, Jio, Reliance, they have removed lots of employees from their organization,
Hmm.
and they have lost the job also, many employees.
Okay.
In the compliance, we have to make that at the situation like this, like academic, we should provide the equal opportunity who have the great knowledge and the ability to do the work.
Hmm.
The law and regulation should be
Voice is
followed
not clear.
properly. So that law and regulation should be followed properly, sir.
True.
Hello, sir.
Ah, please continue.
Then, sir, in also if companies are planning to operate in a new countries, they must conform to the compensation laws of those countries. If I am staying in India, then if I want to make a branch in other country like USA or UK, then I have to follow their laws and regulation depending on that company. All this include in the compliance.
Okay. Correct. So, uh, as a student, okay, by analyzing this pay
Yes, sir.
model compensation, you have to concentrate on what are these policies, techniques, and objectives. In any organization, you need to concentrate on the objectives first. Then, no doubt, in any organizations, these four particular policies are the pillars to the any organization for the purpose to maintain your whole organization. So, by analyzing these objectives and policies, by taking help from these objectives and policies, you can implement any good techniques to take work from the employees, or to smooth run of the organization, or to give any such a kind of any compensation to your worker on the basis of the need, on the basis of the work. So these are the major pay model compensation points. Okay, when there is a question to your final exam, okay, you need to concentrate on what are the objectives are there, what are the policies are there, and what are the techniques you need to implement as an HR manager, where you are going to concentrate more with respect to the proper alignment, competitiveness, contributions, and management, and techniques you know already from work analysis and description, evaluation or certification, internal structure, then market design, surveys, policy structure, synergy based experience, okay, merit guidelines, incentives, cost, communication, change, evaluation. So these all again, those should be mapped to your objectives. Then only there is a meaning to the pay model of compensation. Otherwise, no meaning. So, my dear students, please concentrate on this particular model and take use of this by taking this one model. And
Yes, sir.
all points are again same. What I discussed here and what we collected some points by the Rohin now also. See, pay model compensation objectives, efficiency, fairness, conformity, again compensation system policies, alignment, external competitiveness, contributions, and management. Okay, so very important. So as a student, you need to concentrate and practice for your final exam. Okay, then pay model compensation, it includes again, there are some specific points are there. Those are pay model compensation technique. It is the third component of the pay model, what we discussed. Okay, compensation are the techniques. These techniques connect policy to the objectives. First, there is a pillar like what are the policies, then techniques, then objectives. But while you're going to concentrate of your work, and while you're going to take such a kind of work by the employees, you need to concentrate towards your objectives, whether those are internally aligning to your employees or no. You need to cross verify that. That is what objectives plays a very important role first. Then on the basis of the objectives only, you need to concentrate on the what kind of policies you are going to frame. Okay, why those particular policies plays a very important role. Okay, so then policies too, but once you are going to frame that any policies, so it becomes very easy for you to mention some techniques. So depend on those techniques, you need to manage your employees, and you need to give them better compensations to your employees by work. Okay, so next point is compensation models and corporate culture. So in each and every organizations, you need to take care about the what kind of culture you are implementing to your organization. Okay, corporate culture is means here you need to concentrate more on the time management, and you need to concentrate on the experience of the candidate. You need to concentrate on the what is the output of each employee. Okay, and you need to conduct some games. You need to give better particular training programs to your employees. So these all are coming under the corporate culture only. Nobody is going to give any compensation directly without doing anything by sitting in the home. So the quality, it makes a lot of difference between one employee to another employee in corporate culture. So corporate culture is totally depend on the what kind of the perception of the employees, how they are working, how much they are familiar to the organization, how they are maintaining their good relationship, their daily output. Okay, the total knowledge. Okay, depend on these all points. Okay, this particular compensation model and corporate culture is dependent according to Milkovich pay model of compensation, and the way in which an organization has set up its remuneration structure says a lot of about its culture. If there is any good compensation or remuneration is given by the organization, means when there is the employees are working proper, if the employees are capable, then they are eligible to take to such a kind of any compensation or any rewards by the organization. So that becomes one of the major culture in today's trend. Without any effort, nobody is going to give you any compensation and any remuneration. So depend on the quality, depend on the performance, depend on the culture, depend on the knowledge, depend on the experience, depend on the interrelationship, depend on the objectives. Okay, depend on MBO here. Okay, all have to maintain, depend on the this one competency also. Okay, that culture is that is they are implementing to the organization. Nowadays it's totally different, depend on the employees knowledge driven. When the salaries are linked to the employee skills, stimulating employees to always develop in order to get a better salary. Without any skills, there is no any better salary also. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. Depend on the working conditions of the employees, depend on the target, depend on the knowledge, depend on the experience, depend on the competencies. The whole corporate culture is dependent. So once the employees are competent to the organization, once their competencies are mapping to the organization, then only they will give anything rewards. Believe my words. If their competencies are not going to map to the organization, means they are not going to bother to ask their resign letter. So my dear students, please concentrate on that. And if there is any culture is there, nowadays it is very strict. Nowadays they are implementing very strict to this one rules, policies. That's what I mentioned already. Those four pillars are plays a very important role to maintain overall that salary to the employee. In both cases, the compensation system should be focused on efficiency. Very important. If your employees are efficient, then only that lead to happy about your customers, better quality and lower costs. So these all are again interdependent. If your employees are happy, no doubt, means your customers are also happy. And meanwhile, if your employees are giving better quality of services and in lower cost, if the pay is based on the fairness and meets the needs of the employee, they will be more motivated. The result will be loyal staff that makes an effort. Means when there is a good culture you are implemented, no doubt all employees becomes happy, and they are loyal to your organization, and they will give you more benefit to the organization. So that culture is very important. But meanwhile, as per the corporate culture, as an employee, you need to work to your organization. You need to give better quality of product, better particular profit. Then only they can give any rewards or back to your employee. Then how to summarize the pay model of compensation? Sorry. As all of you aware about that, what is that pay model of compensation? Depend on three major points. That is, what kind of policies, technique, and objectives are there. Depend on that model, we can tell that yes, in our organization, compensation policy is very good. But how to summarize that in simple way? That is depend on the objectives only. Okay, there are majorly again three components like objectives of the remuneration model, the policy, that is the foundation for the structure, for the purpose to maintain that in a structure or hierarchy in the organization, you need to maintain that properly, the policies of the organization, and the techniques that link the policies to the objectives, and how those all techniques are going to map to your objectives. Okay, these all interlink each other. Okay, policies, techniques, and objectives are again interlinked to each other. So for the purpose to shine any organization, for the purpose to maintain your organization brand, okay, these three are plays a very important role. A remuneration system has to be sufficiently competitive and strive for compliance with laws and regulations. There are different types of compensation. The total remuneration plans consists of a basic salary, what kind of commissions are there, bonuses are there, and other benefits. So depend on these all points, okay, you can tell that these are the different types of compensations given by the organization. These all are again depend on the employees' effort only. If employees are good, okay, if employees are competent, if there is any quality of work is there, no doubt they will get back any rewards. Okay, but if there is no any work and their expectations are more, means nobody is going to give you anything, any simple single rupee. So that's what better. First thing is you should be competent, then you can wait for rewards by the organization. Then what is that strategic pay policy? Pay policies are there, depend on those four what I mentioned. Those are in general policies to each and every organization. Those are very important. By referring those policies only, you can mention that any techniques, and those techniques should map to your objectives. But what are the strategic pay policies? Those are important, and how those are impact on the every person. First thing is you need to research on what kind of policies you need to implement to your organization. If you're going to give any compensations to the workers, you need to research, you need to collect data, you need to cross verify with your competitors. Okay, you need to think on the output of the or the employees. You need to identify the performance of the employees. You need to identify the capabilities of the employees. That is KSA, knowledge, skills, and abilities. Then only it becomes very easy for you to give that particular any pay to the organization employees. Otherwise it becomes very difficult. That's what you need to research on that. You need to analyze the capabilities of the employees. You want your compensation plan to be at least equal to that offered by your similar companies, means your competitors who might be interested in recruiting the same employees. This is not to imply that you need to offer the highest salary. Instead, you want to evaluate the total compensation package that your competition is offering. We are not telling like that means you need to pay high, not like that. At least you need to cross verify, at least you need to research one who is giving, one who is your similar particular company to your company. Okay, you need to cross verify that, you need to research on that, and how their particular employees are working under that company, and how what is the total number of hours working in that your similar organization, and how you are taking such a kind of work to your organization by the employees. So you need to cross verify that. You need to research on that. Then only it becomes very easy for you to pay that particular policies to your organization. For the purpose to frame any pay policies to your organization, better the thing is you need to cross verify with other competitors. Compensation includes like any basic wages plus items like such as bonuses and incentives, overtime pay for non-exempt workers, paid time off, insurance, stock options, expense accounts, and accompany cars in perks such as educational expenses, reimbursement programs, and in-house daycare center to your kids. Again, moving expense reimbursement, okay, and retirement plans, and also time you what you are going to implement, what you are going to what your company is providing. You need to cross verify that. Then only it becomes very easy for you to give your particular or to maintain that pay policies to your organization. So research plays a very important role. If there is a question on explain in detail a strategic pay policy, okay, so you need to take this as a first point, that is the research. You have to do that research, and only it is possible to give better pay policy to your employees. Then second one is evaluate the different compensation models. See, compensation models are totally depend on what kind of policies you have, what kind of techniques you are implementing, what kind of objectives you framed before going to start your organization. But the thing is, without harming to the present employment, without losing any employees from your organization, for the purpose to retain same employees to your organization, you need to evaluate your compensation model with other organization compensation model. Then it will effective. So not all compensation models are the same. See, for the purpose to in generally we can tell that yes, these are the four particular policies, these are the techniques, and these are the objectives. So each and every companies, those all compensation models are not equal. So depend on what kind of production they have, what how many total number of employees are working under that. Okay, whether that is public company or private company, total how many employees are working under that, total how many board of directors are there, totally what kind of total number of production units you are producing per day, okay, in a month, total revenue, depend on that. Okay, depend on these all particular basic things, okay, that the compensation models are dependent. So that's what I am telling you. Compensation models are not same to all companies. Okay, some plans place more emphasis on the base pay than performance incentives, wasting time by giving any incentives to the worker. Okay, in the time of basic salary only, whatever you are going to increase your salary or your employee's salary, that is enough without giving any incentives more to the employees. Others offer employees the chance to share in the company's profits to entice them to strive for increased production levels and decreased expenses. For the purpose to maintain any decreased expenses, okay, for the purpose to increase the production level, okay, whatever company's profit is there, you can share that particular profit to your employees by like as a bonus, maybe by as an anything income, okay, any extra benefit to your worker. Okay, so this is also one of the greater particular compensation model, and really that will impact more to your employees. Again, they are going to start behave like as a this is my home. Company is not a company. Company is a home. For a purpose to run my particular family, I have to work something. They are going to start means you can change the perception level of your employees. So, a strategic pay policy likely will include elements from a variety of models. For example, you might offer merit increases to reward, okay, any quality employees for their past performance. If you need employees who are proficient in the latest technological advances, you might include bonuses for earning additional certifications. See, one who are efficient employees are there. For the purpose to retain them, you need to give them extra. So you can earn and better way because of by giving any such a kind of extra benefit like bonuses and any extra allowances or rewards to your employees. Matching your compensation model to your business goals can help you to decide which payroll plan will be the best and most beneficial in achieving your long-term goals. Match your compensation model to your business goals, whether those are mapping to your organization or no, and decide which payroll is good for your employees for the benefit to the both employees and as well as to the organization. Third particular strategy is that is determine the cost. It is very important. What is the total cost is there? Okay, and what are the taxes you are paying to the government? So depend on that. What is the total benefit? What is the total revenue? And what kind of particular compensation you can provide to your employees? Okay, that you need to identify the proper cost. Okay, then only by analyzing your actual cost, okay, then only you can fix that compensation and any rewards to your employees. Like your actual compensation cost include much more than just an hourly rate or monthly salary. Overtime bonuses and commissions must be included, as well as what your portion of payroll taxes will cost. Many managers know to include these expenses. However, some overlook the less obvious expenses. If you pay all or part of your employees' health or life insurance, provide a company's vehicle, or pay for employees to attend training seminars, consider the impact of the additional cost. See, by giving such a kind of all these particular facilities, you can analyze the impact on the employees, so they can think better, they can perceive better, maybe they could become positive towards your organization. Okay, depend on that, you can expect more to your employees. Okay, then you can take more work and you can collect such a kind of more particular profit to your organization. So you need to determine what kind of costs are there. Okay, what are the major expenses those are there in your organization. So next point is that is verify compliances. What are the rules and regulations are there with respect to the gender of the employees, race, country, and origin of, and what kind of religious, without discriminating any employees like that. Okay, you need to follow the rules and regulations by the government in the time of registration, what you are implemented, what you wrote in that particular registration form. So depend on that, you have to give justice to your worker without losing any your employee. By retaining same employees to your organization, you have to give them better particular output and better salary, better compensation, better particular any quality of particular that this one work. Okay, they will give to your organization back. So that is coming under the verify compliance. Federal and state laws require employees to comply with certain salary issues. For example, you cannot claim that an employee is exempt from overtime pay unless specific conditions apply. Okay, you cannot discriminate in pay based on your employee's gender, race, country of origin, or religious beliefs. Nor can you discriminate against an older employee. If you commit to a policy such as vacation pay or performance incentives, you must abide by the policy. Review your plan to make sure that the strategy you plan does not violate any laws. Without violating any law, without violating any acts, okay, what you mentioned before, what you promised before, like that you need to give all facility to your worker. Then only it tells that yes, you are following the rules and the regulations by the state, by the government, by the constitution of India. Okay, so the thing is, it tells about the transparency between you and your employees. So that is very important. It means that is this is also one of the major strategy, verify your compliance. Then next point is that is strategic perspectives of pay. Okay, what are those perspectives? Okay, what are the strategic perspectives before going to pay to your employees? Why do we need a strategic perspective towards compensation management? What is the need of that? We can say that our strategy will be that we will let uh, the make decide actually what is needed, how they are capable, what kind of people you have, what kind of employee you have. But reality is that the employers cannot behave so simply. Okay, they are going to take work from them. They can analyze that the conditions of the employee. Companies compete very differently for every similar talent in different businesses situations. Okay, what kind of particular knowledge is there to the my particular employee and their particular employee, depend on that comparison. You have to give compensation, you have to give any reward to your employee, but don't give on the spot reward to your employee. Okay, sometimes that leads to misuse of your company policies. However, the objective of every company in any given situation of business, for a company who manage compensation strategically, remains the same. Compensation strategy should support its business strategy to gain competitive advantage, and this is what we all strategic perspective towards compensation management, for the purpose to manage your particular any compensation system in the management as well as to the organization. Take an example, you have to follow the rules and regulations of your organization. You need to analyze the what kind of company strategy to compensation. Okay, and you need to analyze the talent of your employees with other similar organization, means in your competitor, and how they are providing such a kind of compensation for the purpose to improve your brand quality. Okay, for the purpose to attract new employees, for the purpose to retain old employees to your organization. You need to be transparent in all the facilities, on all the rewards what you're giving to your employees. Those are coming into the strategic perspectives of pay. Here I already given one three particular companies names I took already. So these all are very important. What they mentioned, what are the particular policies they framed to their particular organization before going to give any such a kind of compensation to their workers. So Microsoft company is one company. Okay, then after that next one is Bristol Myers Squibb company, and next one is that is Fireport company. So what kind of particular compensation they are giving, how they are going to support to their workers, and what kind of policies they framed already, I mentioned in this particular diagram. So please take this table help. What are the objectives they framed to their organization, and what are the major internal alignment they are doing. So on the basis of their knowledge, so these are very very important particular companies. Today, I want to ask some questions related to these particular three companies. Okay, these companies are really doing better work related to the compensation. Okay, so depend on these particular objectives only, these companies are taking work from the employees. So before going to start this particular slides explanation, I want to collect some more information by you people only. That is, all have to come in video mode. Rohin, Dhanasri. Yes, before going to start the slide, first I'll take your attendance photo. Then I will start this, because along with this class, attendance is also very important at the end. Without your 85% of attendance, we don't have right to give any marks, right? First I'll take one photo.
Sir,
Yeah, Rohin.
in this HR specialization, as we have done many courses from Coursera, sir.
Huh.
So, which is the main important for us to do the course in HR, sir, so that it can be helpful for us in the placement, sir?
See, whatever that extra thing is there,
Yes, sir.
you can discuss with me in mobile, direct by giving call,
Okay,
not in this call.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
See, I already mentioned 3 particular companies. One is Microsoft, then Bristol Myers Squibb, Fire and Firepond. Yes, Swapnil, tell me, Swapnil Ekwade. Swapnil Ekwade. Swapnil Ekwade. Pragati Chaudhary. Pragati Chaudhary.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, come in video mode. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what you heard about this Microsoft company? Because in MBA, especially in marketing, okay, and even in HR also, okay, you should aware about the name of the company, who is the founder of that, okay, where is that headquarter, when that was established, what is their product, everything you should aware about that. Tell me, what is this Microsoft company is? Why I took this for this compensation, I will tell you later. Yeah, tell me. Yes.
Based company.
Ah.
So it collects
What is that Microsoft?
information.
What do you know about the Microsoft? Microsoft means what? My dear students, Pragati, your voice is not clear. Maybe in next class, you have to be aware about the Microsoft company, Bristol Myers Squibb, and Firepond. Okay, please take down these 3 company name. Okay, okay. So, what is the product of this Microsoft company? Where is the headquarter of this company? Okay, who is the owner of that company? Okay, these all 3, which particular product they are manufacturing, who are their competitors, everything you have to give me in detail. Okay, because it is very, very important. You need to take some examples to the final exam. Okay, then only there is a meaning to write such a kind of any answers to the final exam. Yes, Rohin, tell me what you are aware about the Microsoft company.
Yes, sir. Sir, Microsoft, we can say it is basically a technological company, sir, which helps to develop the different types of software, products, services, and devices. Sir.
Basically, it is a software company.
And
Tell me only this.
software company, yes, sir.
Basically, it is a
Yes, sir.
software
It's a software company.
The major
Software-based
product
company, yes, sir.
The major product of this company is softwares only.
Yes, sir.
Basically, it is a software
It is
company.
developed by Bill Gates. The founder is Bill Gates and
not only
Paul
Bill Gates.
Allen.
Yes.
Paul Allen, sir.
Paul Allen. Okay. Bill Gates and Paul Allen are the founders of this Microsoft company. Yes or no? And where is
Yes,
the
sir.
headquarters of this Microsoft company?
Headquarters, sir.
The headquarters
I
of
think
this-
Washington.
That is there in Washington, but what is the name of the city in Washington?
One Microsoft way, sir.
Redmond.
Redmond, yes, sir.
Redmond, Washington. Okay.
UK.
Who is the competitor of this